Hi there everybody, my name is Jo Rose of jorose.com and I'm a numerologist and energy healer. What I've been sharing recently is how when we don't feel supported we can look for alternative ways to support ourselves. I found numerology to be the simplest and easiest tool for me once I let go of all my limiting beliefs around it. We don't know what we don't know, and learning and understanding numerology is a massive, powerful tool to help us. So I've been sharing over the last few days, one, how we can use the current energy of 2017, which is a 1. I acquired this information by adding 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 7 together, which equals 10. Then I added 1 plus 0 equals 1. So we have a 1 energy. Okay. So the 1 energy. Added to this, September gives us a double whammy of this 1 energy because September is a universal month 1. So we have a universal year and a universal month 1, providing us with plenty of energy for new beginnings, creativity, individuality. That's what the 1 energy is really giving to us. The last couple of days I have been sharing how it would impact on our personal year. And so those with a personal 1 year I explained a couple of days ago. Yesterday I explained the 2, and today I move on to the 3. So to work out if you're in a personal 3 year, we would look at the day of our birthday and we would break the number down. And if the number comes down to a single digit of 1, so like a 1, a 10, a 19, a 28, we'll break down to a 1. And we look at, say, the month would need to break down to a 1. So we have January or October. We'll break down to a 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2, plus the 1 universal energy is 3. So this would give us a 3 personal energy. So for the year and the month, we have a 3. And that's what we're focusing on today, working with the 1. So I've been giving checkpoints of how we can live in flow with the numbers. So if you are in a personal year 3, and I know that I've been speaking to many recently that are in a personal year 3, here's 3 tips to give you to help you stay in flow. Ask yourself the following. 1, am I using my artistic license? Logic versus creativity. Education has been teaching us one way. It's very much about training the brain, memory recall, taking exams, getting grades. And if you recall, for many, if it might be changing slightly now, but my daughter struggled, and she's 20, to get more creatives in school. They don't give us the creatives, they give us the academic, because that keeps us channeled, focused to work as in the army or as a factory worker. So we're really following the herd. When we do more creative topics, we are stimulating the creative side, the right side of our brain. And the right side of the brain, when stimulated, doesn't just mean we can draw or write or do things like that. Yes, it does, but it also means we become a solution solver. And in society, solution solvers can buck a system. We do really need to become solution solvers if we want to turn around the way that we are surviving on planet Earth. So, am I using my artistic license? Logic versus creativity. Spend time connecting with your creativity. A tip to do that is do something you do every day with your left hand instead of your right. You need to cross the body to stimulate both sides of the brain. Or you need to use more of the left side to do things, take and receive, eat, clean your teeth. Use your left side to stimulate the right side of the brain. Number 2, am I inspirational in uplifting others? Have you ever noticed people can really drain your energy? And we tend not to want to be around those kind of people. What if you could be around people that were uplifting? How would that serve you more? Better still, what if you were more upbeat and uplifting? So what can you do to become more of an inspirational person? I'm going to tell you now. The answer is focus on beauty and love. Beauty is not the external. Beauty is the internal as well. The external can constantly change, but the internal being is always there. And just because some people don't look the way you feel that they should look, doesn't mean ignore them. I want to say, give them an opportunity. I watched a short video the other day on Dustin Hoffman, who is in Tootsie, a movie created some time back. And I remember when it came out, it was a movie different to all others. But in the interview, they were talking about why Dustin played the woman in the role. And it was a question of how different would your life be if you were a woman? Not what would it be like to step in a woman's shoes, because we can understand that a little bit more. But what if I'd been born differently? If I'd been born differently, how did I look at it? So Dustin Hoffman started to research what did this mean, and he asked, I can't remember the Columbia, I think it was, the studio he was working with, to run some makeup tests on him to see if he really could transform into a woman. They did the best, they transformed him. He wanted to walk down the streets in New York to see if he could fit in as a woman. He wasn't looked at as being odd or transgender or anything. He wanted to totally be the woman. So they did succeed in doing this, but he turned around and said, I want to be a better looking woman. And they went, Charlie, that's it. That's as far as you go. And at that point, he said that was his epiphany. At that point, he realised beauty's not on the outside, it's inside. And how many women did he shun just because the way they had looked? Not just as a relationship, but generally in life. He had judged them by the external. And so it meant more to him to play that role as a woman. And it wasn't a comedy. And he says that with great tears. Hi, Zora. Glad you could join. I'm talking about the 3 energy today. So back to where I was saying about being uplifting or understanding. Focus on beauty and love. Another way is to be an inspirational and uplifting for others is to focus on yourself. Don't fix others. When you enhance your well-being, when you enhance your energy, when you enhance your life, you begin to attract people that want to know how or why. What are you doing differently? And so when you're vibrating higher, you tend to be shining more and you attract more people. But you attract people that are attracted to your light. If you stay down and depressed, you attract people that are attracted to your dark. And you push away those with the light. So, don't fix others, work on yourself. And I'm not saying people need fixing, and I'm not saying you need fixing. But if your life isn't all happy singing and dancing as the 3 energy would like to be, then you need to look at what you can do to uplift yourself. And I have found great things to do if I'm not in the right mood. Watch a comedy. I once said to my youngest, what do you do to stay happy? He goes, Mum, watch something funny on YouTube, or Friends. Friends is always a good one to watch to cheer you up, because there's always something going on worth laughing about. Laughter feeds the soul, and that's what changes our vibration. People often say to me, what's my purpose, Joe? Your purpose is simple, to be fulfilled. And be fulfilled by understanding your emotions and what's going on, what uplifts you. Because what uplifts you will change your energy and automatically uplift those around you. Number 3 that I wish to share about is, am I expressing my true self? Society today wears a mask, a facade, and it's time to take it off. We're all too afraid of being seen on failing or not looking right or not being what society expects us to be. And this is where we find great sadness, because we're doing our best to be everything we're not, and it doesn't resonate with us. So the 3 energy is really saying to you, what can I do to express myself? Chances are you may well be in the wrong job, the wrong relationship, or just dealing with things the wrong way. Have a listen to how you feel. Connect to your heart. What do you really want? What are your emotions telling you? I did mention briefly about emotions yesterday because the 2 energy is very much about relationships. And each number does build on the other. So we're assuming that if we're in a 3, we've had a 2. But I wasn't teaching that for you when you're in a 3 at the moment beforehand. So we're working from where you are now. So where we are now is we really need to understand how we feel and express it. If we don't express it, people will mind read or fortune tell. And they'll make up a story. So why not give them the truth? And why not be honest? If we're not feeling upbeat and we're feeling a little down, share it. Sometimes sharing a problem, halving a problem, it just disappears, it dissolves, or you find the solution. I find if I can't get something sorted, if I ask a friend before they've replied, I found the answer myself. But we have to reach out. And if we don't have a friend there, ask the universe, because the universe has my back, and as it has your back as well. I've found numerology to be a great support, and it always has my back. If I've rushed something in the wrong number or not paid attention, I find that I just keep hitting hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. If we're in the 3 energy, it's a time to be creative. It's a time to socialise. Honestly, it's a time to change your image. So if you're thinking of a makeover, there's no better time than the 3. So have a look. Are your colours right? Do you feel good? Are you vibrating? You need to do everything so you can vibrate and shine. Because right now in the 3 energy, you are attracting. Decide what you want to attract. I often say we can live a nightmare or we can live a dream. They take the same amount of effort. It all depends on what you focus on. So the 3 is about creative, visualization. Start creating what it is that you want. Set yourself up for what you want. If you've got events coming up, start looking at how you can make them more fun and more creative. So just to recap on how you can use the 3 energy. 1, am I using my artistic license? 2, am I inspirational and uplifting for others? And 3, am I expressing my true self? It's about being. We're human beings. We're not human doings. I'd like to invite you to come and join me in my group Soul Empowerment and create a goal that you wish to work on this month based around your personal energy. If your personal energy is a 3, as I've explained earlier, then go find the photograph in the group of a 3 and put up your goal, where the group and myself can hold you accountable, support you, maybe offer some advice or connections, and certainly cheer you on. Sometimes when we're looking to do things differently, family and friends aren't always as supportive as we'd like them to be. So join a group of people that can empower you. Today, as I said, we were talking about the 3. And just to recap about creativity, as I explained before, when I first showed these on Facebook Live, they were all back to front. Now I've used my creativity to make them the right way around. I'm well chuffed with myself. It pushed me out of my comfort zone, but I've done it. It's your life. Live it for you. I spell life L-Y-F-E. Love yourself first every day. Go visualize the life you were born to live and start living it. Come join me in the group. I'm really excited about sharing more things with you. I will put the link below so you can check it out. Until tomorrow when I share the 4 energy, have a great day. Thank you.